I mean, for anyone who's not been watching this vote as closely as you, just take us through who the candidates are and what exactly they're campaigning on.
Hi, Lizzie. Indeed, it's a bit of a nail biter and coin toss, or whatever metaphor you want to use, but it's definitely a very tight race. So we have two candidates essentially in this runoff. As we mentioned, Warsaw Mayor, who is a polyglot, son of a prominent jazz musician, Rafal Trzaskowski, and he's coming up against a fairly new face on the political scene, Karol Nawrocki. He's a former boxer as well, and he has a bit of a checkered past that's been coming up to light and sort of keeping everyone excited about this race coming into Sunday. If you look at those two characters, they basically show you how divided the country is. Two different versions of Poland. One with Trzaskowski, who's very much pro-European. He's very friendly with the government, and actually he's a candidate of the government. So government is hoping that by having him as a president, it will be easier for them to push forward with a pro-EU agenda. On the other hand, Nawrocki is very conservative. He's the representative of the opposition, and he also got MAGA endorsement just this week. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem was in Poland at CPAC conference, and she said, "I'm here on behalf of President Trump, and Karol Nawrocki should be your president." So he's coming as this candidate who's railing against migration. He's very much skeptical of climate change, and he's standing for traditional values, as he puts them. So you basically have two visions of Poland on the ballot this Sunday.
OK, so hugely consequential for Europe, maybe another test of Trump's influence in Europe. But let's also just think about the market reaction, because so far Poland's had this world-beating rally this year. How much is this vote going to put that to the test?
Indeed, the Polish assets, both stocks and bonds, but also the currency, has been on a tear, and this was basically a result of the fact that when the current government came to power in 2023, the expectations were they were reversed those times of populist government that were Poland had for the past 8 years, and they will introduce reforms. They will get Poland closer to the EU mainstream. Also, Poland has really envious metrics when it comes to economy. It's one of the fastest growing in the EU. So there were expectations that things will only get better for the Polish economy for where it's going next, and that's where we saw the markets reacting accordingly. Now, the big question now is Poland also has huge deficit, which it also has a lot to spend on defense. So the question is, if the government doesn't get the president that they want, that will be working with them, it may put all these plans for reforms to test and put in question.